Good evening and welcome to episode 26 of season 9 of Factory Town Pipe Mania. I had to actually look that up because I forgot. I always forget what episode we're on. So many episodes. Last episode we built this wonderful setup here. We have our beef, our chicken and our fish all going along and feeding our town wonderfully. If we go to supply here, you can see we have cooked fish, cooked chicken, cooked beef all running 100%. The cooked fish is lower because the consumption is quicker on it, but it's still 100% in the blue, which is fantastic. We also discovered a problem with our... Oh, excuse me, hiccup. A problem with our books, which has been fixed. We have all the iron being done here. Let's double check the iron's still working. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Loads of stuff there. Loads of stuff. I don't know what they regenerate back to. 50. So, we'll have to deal with that. But we can't deal with that till we get magic way later on. And this is providing books to our town, which is fantastic. However, it's not working fantastically. We have, if we click here, you can see, well, I won't click on it, but you can see on the right hand side, we have 52, 53, 54 houses with books instead of 56. Now, each book is only one happiness, so each book is one happiness. So yeah, so we're not getting 56, and that's because this over here can only supply enough books for 52.85 houses. So that's why it's going between the three, because obviously it's moving around up and down. So we need to upgrade this and run this better. But there is a small problem with upgrading it. The easiest way would just be, hey, we'll go in here and we just add a coin boost to each one. Boom, there you go, and we get +1 on each and every one here. Now that won't work because some of these are actually running 2 people in them. I think, yeah, we've got 2 people running back here. Two in the lumber mills, 2 in the workshops, and we have 2 in the machine shops forward here. If we add a coin boost to each one, which adds +1 to each one, that means we double the input of this one, but we don't double the input of this one. It goes from 1.5 to 2.5, not 3. So it doesn't counter right. We'd have to add 2 coins to it, which is easy doable. Easy doable. We can do that. That's probably the route I'm going to go with this, but I just want to point out that if you build something like this and you are using offset ratios with workers to balance things out, like we're doing 1.5, so we balance that out. I think this is actually a little bit more than needs. It needs like 1.25 or something. Get the numbers right. Then when you come to boosting it later to increasing it, if you don't want to build any more, which I don't want to do, I want to just increase this one here. You have to do other things. You have to look at the ratios differently. So what we want to do is we want to add coin boosters to each and every one of these, and anywhere that there is 2 workers, we want to increase it from 1.5 to 3, which means taking the worker out and adding 2 boosters instead, 2 coins instead. We could add more workers to it as well. We could do that. We could do that. 5 workers to it. That would be fine. We do have the workers for that, but I kind of want to use coin boosters instead. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. Let's have a quick look at our coins. Yeah, our coins are actually increasing. If I go to 30 seconds here, we've got 1,300 coming in, and we're using half of those coins on boosters. Mainly on mines, to be honest with you. Mainly on mines to keep up with. So, okay, so we are going to add more coin boosters here. But it's fine. Yellow coins aren't really a problem when it comes to boosters, because you've got loads of things you can sell for yellow coins. Obviously, you have anything in the food. We're doing that. We're selling things for food here. Fine. But also anything in gourmet. This is all yellow coins as well. So, yeah, we can always make yellow coins. Yellow coins aren't a problem. Just to make sure we've got some coming up there, because obviously we need them. We need them for putting our Omnipipes down. They cost yellow coins. So what are we going to do here? Well, I need to double the input for each one of these buildings. So if it says currently 1 a second, it needs to be 2 a second. And that will put us up to 100 houses, 105 houses. Which would be awesome. So we're going to do one side if we want to, but I'm going to do both because it's fine. Also, with coin boosters, if the building isn't running, so like it's backed up because say the books fill up and it backed up, it doesn't use the coin booster. It's not being consumed. So adding a coin booster is kind of better than adding a worker, because the workers, obviously you've only get a certain amount of them, and if they're in a house, if we put 5 workers in these houses here and they're not running, they're just sat there doing nothing for, I don't know, a quarter of their time, they're kind of wasted. So okay, let's start at the back. Let's have a look at it. So we want to change this 1.5 to 3. Then we're going to go down a worker, add a coin booster, and do that. the same for all of them. Boom. Boom. Yep. And then it's going to be the same for this. These are red coin boosters. We're not using any red coins, I don't think, at the moment. So that'd be fine. This is going to double up, so we just add a red coin booster to this, like that. This will double up. We are currently running a coin booster, so we want to double it. We want to make it 4. That's 2 coin boosters. We're basically just doubling the speed already. Okay, this is just going to add a red coin booster to it. That's fine. This I think needs to be doubled as well. This goes down, add a coin up. And these just get added by coins. And there we go. And that ratio should all still work absolutely fine all the way down the line. There are some buildings that will come out because, as I said, I think the ratio is a bit. When you make 1 every 10 seconds, and you want 1 every 8 seconds. Why would I speed that up? Hold on. Hold on. Something is wrong here. Something is wrong. You use 1 every 8 seconds. You make 1 every 8 seconds. No, you use 1 every 8 seconds, and you make 1 every 10 seconds. That's why we sped them up. So we probably don't need to have the extra coin boosters in here. But as I said, it doesn't hurt because the coin boosters won't get used if this is full. So when it stops, the coin booster just isn't used, so it isn't consuming the coin. I don't think you can actually see. Oh, here we go. Yeah. See, this green bar here is how much this one coin is adding to it, and it stops. So it goes down, it uses a coin, goes down, stop, goes down. So it's not always using the coins, so you might as well just leave it in there and it's fine. Yeah, so that's why we didn't do that. So we needed to. So yeah, these were producing a coin every 7.5 seconds, and they use 1 every 8 seconds. So now they're producing the coin every 1 every 4, and they produce 1 every 3 point something. So yeah, that's okay. Okay. So let me do the other side as well, and we will double up our books, and then hopefully we'll get enough happiness tick. Maybe I don't think we will. We're only going to go up by a couple of points. So, but let's do this one here. Okay, the fun has been doubled and everything is running at full speed. Sort of. It's not quite. We have a problem. And that problem is iron. We don't have enough iron coming in from our iron mines to keep up. We need, I think, 30 iron. 29 point something iron. So 30 iron a second coming in. We can't do that from 2 mines. That's not actually possible. This is at 20 a second. 20 divided by 4. No, 4 divided by 20. You're producing. No. 20 divided by 4. You're producing 5 a second, so you're producing 10 a second. So I need to have 4 mines. And there's no way I can put them all down here because it would just eat up everything that's underground. We would just consume everything underground and run out of it. So we need to find some other iron mine. There is an iron mine here which we can tap into, and an iron mine over here we could kind of look at tapping into. So I think we're going to have to do that. So let's remove the tree here. Try and fix something here. So bring down there. Level up the floor up here. No. And then we'll grab a mine or 2. 1 in there. No, 1. You will not have a recipe because you will have a recipe, but you will not because of how things work. I'm going to increase all the workers in this. Boom. And I'm going to increase the yellow coin boosters, and I'm a little concerned about this. I'm going to be a little concerned that we're going to start getting to the point where we're going to fill up on our what's the word I'm after here? Coin boosters. We're going to use too many coin boosters. That's what I'm a little concerned about. But there you go. They're all connected to each other. Awesome. Awesome. Let us connect them to this here. Now, how do I do that? How do I do that? May have to move the coal line. Have to move the coal line just to try and get the line up in the same sort of place. You come in there. You're going to come in there. We're going to have 2 lines coming from each one. You'll go to there. Go to there. You'll go there. There. Then I might allow you to go on. Ah, no. No. Should be okay. Maybe turn off that pole for a moment. Okay, okay, so we're okay now. Right, there we go. Cool. Okay. And I'm doing it this way because this one isn't as used as much as the other ones. This one is running 6 and this one is running 7. So. Okay. Still don't think that's enough iron coming in. Stuff does seem to be running. Kind of stopping every now and then, trying to have iron. Although, I think if it's running at full speed, it is 29 point something iron we need. We're currently doing 20, but this isn't running at full speed because obviously it's not going to output everything at full speed. It's not going to it's not actually running at full speed because some of the ratios are slightly off on it. So we're okay. We're okay. I think we're okay. This is the one that's struggling the most iron. This second one because it's running at absolute fullback trying to keep up, and it's not even keeping up. So this is probably going to need workers added to it as well. But I think kind of we're at the point where this is using all the ore it can possibly get from this storage via one connector. Might need a second connector. And some of these might actually be running at capacity as well because yeah, we may need to be running second lines out to some of these because we're splitting between the 3. You're okay. You're okay at the back. You're not okay that side. Favoured one side over the other. It's fine. This is full now. This is good. This is getting full. So we're not actually outputting to the forges fast enough by the looks of it. This doesn't look like it's stopping. Actually running at kind of right at capacity. But it's not producing enough to keep up with this. We have to double this in speed, obviously. This requires 1 iron plate every half a second. 2 divided by 4. So, and you're producing 6 divided by 11. 0.54. So we need to get this down a little tiny bit, which means I need to add another worker to it. So 6 divided by, is it 6 divided by 12, I think. So I've got to add 2 workers to it. There we go. Now this is providing enough iron plates to keep this going. However, as you see, this has not got enough iron ore to keep up. So let us add another line in. Going to be iron ore. Thank you. And then you will fill up with iron ore. Awesome. Okay. Then these ones are struggling. The outside ones. We need to do something about that as well. So we will come out along. Up. Up. I only want to go up by 1. I only want to go up by 1. Okay, we'll go up by 2 then. That's the way you want to be. Go along down into there. That is valid. That is valid, having a second line in there. I don't like that's by 2. Do better than that, but alas we can't because of the weirdness of how this game's working. That one went up by 1. How dare you? No. Down 1, cross, down. No. Thank you. There we go. Okay. And then okay. Now that's interesting. Okay. I really thought that it would be able to work out. Guess it can't. I guess it can't figure out split between the two. Although it has. It's definitely, yeah, that added line, although it's not running at full speed, it's definitely filled in the gaps. So these are now full. This is full. This is full. Okay. Everything is good. Everything is awesome. Let's go and have a look at our thing here. So this is 56. We have 56 houses, and we go to our double click that. Find it here. There we go. There we go. The consume is always going to be lower because they're only 20 seconds to consume. They're really slow, which means the system's never going to back up because they will just consume at a high rate because of how the research point system works. You just get so much research. You don't have to wait for research to come in. It comes in really, really fast. We could probably afford to turn it off for a little while, if I'm honest. Doesn't need to be running at the sort of pace it's running at right now. Definitely doesn't need to be running at the pace it's running right now. We're just using, we've got loads of industry points. We don't really need them, so we could turn this off. And turn it on when we need it, which does mean we would lose a happiness category. I kind of want to do that though, because I feel like this is being wasted. I don't think we're ever going to need 100,000 research. You have a look down the list for research. I don't really show you, but I think like 5k is the most expensive one you get later on. So yeah, I think we're good for research. We don't need that anymore at all. So we're okay. We do want nature research though. We do want to build nature research, and we will turn it on like at the end of the game. That makes sense. We'll turn it on sort of at the end of the game to get the happiness bonus. Might even turn it on off as and when we just, if we want to pop another happiness level and another little happiness level. It would be a nice boost to add to it. We can add 56 happiness to it. So yeah, it just kind of feels like a waste selling them at that sort of pace. If they didn't have that, if it didn't have the if it wasn't, if the consumption wasn't 20 seconds, if the consumption was say 60 seconds, then it'd be in line with all the other foods and things. But I understand why it is that way, because research is something you need to progress with the game. All the other things you don't need, they are just stuff that adds, the getting a happiness bonus increases your houses, things like that. You can get away without doing that, or you can wait for it. Research you kind of want to just get now and done, so I understand that. But yeah, I'm going to turn it off for now. And we're going to look at doing nature research. Natural. Now, natural requires herbs, and then volume 2 requires fish oil and remedy, which is the same layout. Different buildings, but the same layout. The first one requires iron ore. The second one requires iron wheels and steam pipe. So if we copy this over here, we don't need the wood. We do need the wood. We need the wood for the book. So, yeah, we need the wood for the book. Yeah, we need the wood. But herbs will come from a herb farm, which is fine. We can put a herb farm back, can't we? And then fish oil can come from fish. Remember, these are herbs and water, which we can get from elsewhere. So it's the same general layout. You just change some of the buildings inside it. So I want to copy this and paste it over here. What I want to do. But to do that, we need to change some things up. We need to very first flatten down this area and get rid of these trees. For help. I think it's this level, so we're going to raise it up. We might have to do something with trees as well. We may have to. We can't raise this one up because it'll be desert. Well, sand, I should say. And we can't put trees on sand, so we might have to grab this and like maybe flip it 180 so the trees are here. Might not be a bad idea. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of the trees right now because they will get in the way when we're trying to place things down. And I need to build platforms all the way along to here. And then platforms over here, all the way along. I don't know how far I need to go, so I need to figure it all out. So I'm going to do that right now off camera because this is thrilling gameplay. Let's drag. Yay! Oh no, down the bottom. Oh no, ruined. There you go. Yeah, I will build a platform, and we will come back when I'm going to turn this around, and we'll see what's what. Okay, so we are ready for the copying, but first and foremost we need to come here to this barn and look at it all the way because we need 1,000 stone bricks. 1,000 stone. That's right. So yeah, 1,000 stone bricks to copy what we're going to do here. Let's get rid of that. And make this wonderful space up here. We've gone quite far over here because I need to move the forester to be over here. And from this community one higher than everything else block, we can drag out all the way across to here. Press tab and come up. We definitely want to come up like so. Copy. Rotate twice and then line it up with the edge here, and it all fits and it's all wonderful. Yes, I did test this. And it leaves enough space for the forester to go there. I kind of can bring it back a couple, I think. Yeah, probably bring it back a couple, but I might just put it over here and leave a gap between. It's just the right distance for that corner. Corner building to go, so we can put it in here. So we can go anywhere in here really. We can just snap it somewhere. Right. We can't do it because it needs 1,000 bricks. We have 390 bricks. So going to take a little while for our brick place to build up and do the things I want to square off. This here, I thought I missed a little bit of slope. Okay. That makes life easier for us placing it there on. Oh. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we can rotate this around, and then we just need to replace certain buildings inside it and change things up. We need a farm that's going to be producing herbs, which we can probably put down here. I did actually have to lower this. This is actually one higher than we want it to be, so I've had to lower it down, which is fine. Doesn't matter. Let's raise the terrain up over here. Can't raise that. We don't own it. So let's fix that as well. Let's buy this. Oh. Okay. Raise up some terrain around here, and we'll put some more farms at the end. Doing herbs. Tree shoe. Oh, missed the hole. Okay. So I'd like to get 2 in. I don't know if we need 2. We've got 2. We might even need more than 2. Is this keeping up? It's not. This is not keeping up. I hadn't looked at the ratios for this actually. What does this require? And that's running at 3 a second. This requires not quite 2 a second, but sort of 2 a second. So I mean, you're producing well enough. I think the issue is that we're just splitting them. That's the problem. So we can fix that. We can fix that by doing this. Move this. Then we'll grab gonna have to go up and over. Get to that one over there. That's fine. That's fine. We'll go up and over. Not a problem. Come out of the top and go this, not that way, this way. Do that. Just got its own line. So it's got 2 inputs and 2 outputs. That should help increase the cotton here, I think, maybe? Nope, not quite. One's not enough. One is not enough. We really do need 2 lines for each one, don't we? Okay, you are stopping, which is causing cloth struggle. Okay, so we're going to have to change this up. Whilst we wait for our stone to fill up. Let's have a bit of a change here, shall we? Turn the off. So we're going to have 2 lines come in and attach to this. One at the back and one in the top. And I want to remove them because I want to just remove the whole shebang of lines, because I think we're going to come out a different, well, not a different way, but yeah, but a different way. So we want to come down into there, come into the back. Okay. And then run. Well, we can't run you up because you have to start from this end. Okay. So I want to run a line from the highest point I can out of here. Perfect, that one. And that's going to be exactly the same anyway. Going through the trees and connect onto that one there, like that. So, and you also want to have one above that. Come along. So exactly the same place. Down and plug like that. Okay. And you're going to have exactly the same. We're going to go up there, along. Ah, you're going to be the underneath one, which is kind of awkward to do, if I'm honest. So let's remove the top one first. You right, pause the game, move that building out of the way. That's just very, very annoying. No, I don't want to. We'll come down here. Plug into the back. Okay. Go this way. Go that way. Sometimes destroy that one. You come along and plug into the top. Okay. And then we move you back here. It's like nothing ever happened. You never knew. You come out, plug into there, and there we go. Awesome. Now you've got 4 outputs. I stopped. Because you're full. Awesome. Everything's backed up. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this is kind of future proofing, because right now. Oh! I haven't connected the. Okay. That's right. Boom. There you go. And then you're going to start backing up because this is full. So, okay. Okay. There we go. And then this is going to be okay. Probably could do with more. Yeah, let's future-proof this as well. Ooh. There we go. Okay. So that should be fine. That should be good. That should be fantastic. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. And that can go there. And we will have our bricks for the next episode, and then we will start doing our nature research. So, an episode of fixing things, but hopefully you understand how the ratios don't quite work if you just add more to it. You've got to recalculate as it goes, but now it's working fine. Everything's great. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.